All right. Okay. So without further ado, I shall start now. Let's straight dive into today's session. Okay, today's we are very exciting session. Okay, topic is okay. And thanks Pei Rong for organizing the session. And thank you everyone for taking your precious lunch time to attend the session. And I hope all of you can take away something useful end of the sessions. All right. Okay, just a standard clause, standard disclaimer clause. Y'all can take 30 seconds to have a look. Okay, whatever I share is more for educational purpose and not so much for financial advice. Okay, should you need any professional consultation, please go to your advisors. Or if not, if you like unbiased, independent, and professional advice, happy to share with you as well. All right. Okay, so today's let me ask a simple question. I believe all of you like to attend this session because many of you like to achieve financial success, retire happy. Can you type in the chat box? Yes, if you wish to retire happy and achieve financial independence. Yeah, please type in the chat box now for those that like to do well. Okay, so I can see how many of you are passionate or keen to do so, right? Work because you choose to work one fine day, not because having to work. Okay, can I see in the chat box anybody? Type yes if you like to achieve financial independence. No need to type no lah if you don't wish to achieve financial independence, retire happy. Okay, just a joke, right? Okay, yeah, everyone looks shy, so nobody has attend. Okay, it's okay. Okay, basically today's topic will surround this area. Okay, right. Just a bit of introduction of myself. Okay, I have the privilege to share my 2 cents on TV and also at the newspaper just to educate the public. And also, I'm invited for many corporate events. Even like SNEC invited me for this webinar session to share with everybody. Also, there are some physical seminars as well, besides SNEC, like many other companies, NUS, LTA, BCA, People Association, A-Star, the list goes on. Okay. And I'm 28 years in finance and also financial industry. Okay. I'm biggest independent or biggest FA firm in Singapore, and it's also the oldest, 40 years in history. Okay, later I'll share a bit more. And my previous life, I was a vice president with major banks, started with Big Four accounting firm. So you notice I'm a chartered accountant by practice. I'm still a CPA, but mostly specializing and helping people to do well in terms of growing their wealth and also protecting their wealth. All right. And yes, by helping people out, close to 1,000 new clients, professionals like yourself, executives, management. I have the privilege to be a top advisors as globally the top 5%. All right. Okay, so picture more than 1,000 words, as you can see from the photos here. Yeah, I share my newspaper article, receiving awards. I'm thankful for that, helping people to do well, and also by doing so, able to achieve financial success as well. Besides my clients, that I'm very passionate to help them. And corporate event like this, pre-COVID, we conduct a lot of such a session, invited as a guest speaker. Now, slowly, we are opening up as well, post-COVID. So there are probably more physical and a hybrid, I would say. And still, there are still many still prefer webinar because that's the easiest way, I suppose. And yes, also on TV, Money Week, Frontline, Hello Singapore, where I share my 2 cents. Okay, just some of the testimonials, not exhaustive, out of my 1,000 clients. They felt after meeting me, to them, I'm like a GPS, leading them where they like to be. So everybody like to achieve financial success. Nobody like to work forever, right? So basically, yes, some people enjoy working. So that's a whole new definition of retirement. Retirement can be semi-retire, means you can do whatever you like in future. No need to worry about finances or food on the table, roof over your head, and any other bills anymore. But you can work for fun. Yes, that's the word, work for fun. Basically, you just want to do what you're passionate, and you probably like to do a second business by then, or probably you have other hobbies that you can turn into a consulting work, or you just enjoy doing what you are doing now, but no need to worry about finances anymore. That's the whole idea of achieving financial independence. As my other clients, Sri as well, senior management also felt, he's felt the whole planning process is very enlightening to him, giving him more better confidence and empowerment to achieve financial freedom. Okay. Okay. As I was saying, I come from this company called IPP. Okay, basically IPP, not Hokkien word, IPP. Just kidding. Basically, it stands for investment protection planning. So it sums up everything. We are focusing on holistic planning, understand the client needs. So to me, I'm like a to many of my clients, I'm like a financial doctor. Basically, I don't tell you red pills the best or blue pills the best, but understand the needs, then I can prescribe the right prescription. All right, so different folks, different strokes. And IPP has been older since 1983, 40 years. We are celebrating this year, 4 decades. Wow, that's a long time. One of the oldest FA firm and biggest. In terms of size, yeah, 1.5 billion asset under our care. 600 over licensed advisors and backroom staff. Altogether, 60 over 1,000 clients walking along this journey with us. Okay, so you may ask, hey Raymond, so how different are you guys from the bankers or from the insurance agent out there? So we are the third type. We are the FA, financial advisors, meaning we can present A to Z companies. So basically, we are not tied or biased towards any companies. So any partners, example, FWD, Aviva, or now it's called Singlife, NTUC Income, and the list goes on. Manulife, AIA, whichever company can give clients a good plans, we can give them advice. So we are not tied or biased to anybody. Okay, most clients like this idea. It's just like you want to buy an IT gadget, you can go to IT fair instead of getting from Acer or Toshiba, only one brand. If you do so, okay, more choices, more options, more independent advice as well. All right, okay, and basically, yeah, and in terms of investment, we are close to about 1,000 fund houses. Yeah, okay, so spoiled with choices, and as we are also able to offer clients in terms of mortgages and financing, refinancing, and some areas to help them save interest costs as well. Actually, now interest is all-time high, so a lot of banks certainly may offer a better rate. So by all means, client may want to think about to refinance their loan as well to reduce expenses. Okay. Yes, at IPP, how we help our clients is as I said, we are one-stop point. All right. Okay. Just give me a second. Sorry. All right. Okay. Just to reshare again, we are under one-stop point basically. Let me go to the page. Sorry, some technical thingy. Let me just go back to where am I now? Okay, just okay. As OIPP, when we meet clients, we can present as mentioned A to Z companies, be it investment, insurance, retirement planning, mortgage, or even estate planning as a holistic planning. So we can understand the client needs, not so much for product selling, but rather understand the client needs, then we can custom make the right blueprint. To end of the day, we will share with the client, these are the method, these are the steps, these are the top 5 steps that you can do, and then end of the day, they can implement this plan. So end of the day, they know they're on the right track, they can achieve financial freedom, rather than they got lost by meeting thousands or hundreds of consultants and so many financial product instruments out there. So it's a jungle out there. So our job is to help our client to understand better their needs, and then we can recommend the right solution. Product is always secondary. More importantly, to help them achieve their financial goal. So under one stop, we can help them to look through everything to give them a holistic advice. Okay, so we are a professional advisor rather than a salesman. Okay, so back to today's topic. Why is it a concern, or why is it everyone is worried about retirement? Okay, as you can see here, happy problem is as medical science improve, we now live longer even than before. Average age, interestingly, for males around 82. For females, it's around 86. Okay. All right. Okay. Having said that, those that reach 82, 30% may even go beyond 82 for guys. And for ladies, even better, 40% once they reach 85, they may even go beyond 85. So like my granny, she passed on at 103. So everyone wasn't mourning lah. Everyone was happy in a way because she has actually outlived her expectancy. So basically, that's the happy problem, but not so joyful problem is as we live longer, where does the money come from to take care of expenses? Concern is, will our money run dry one day? Does CPF life alone is enough to take care of our future retirement? Okay, I'll come to all those questions, interesting questions, and share with you. Okay, right. So when it comes to retirement, the greatest concern, as mentioned, is financial concern. Okay, and also health is very important. No health, there's no wealth, right? But on the other hand, if there's no wealth, I believe a person will also suffer, cannot enjoy the retirement. So I believe it's good to have a balance of both health and wealth. That will be the best of both worlds. Then you can achieve happiness with your loved ones without worrying about your finances, without worrying about your health issue. Okay. So living longer, yes, but health is also may not be as good. So that can be a concern as we age. So do we have a good medical plan? Do we have a backup plan to take care of us in future or even now as we continue to enjoy our life? All right. So based on this survey, we can see close to 36% of the folks are not confident of able to achieve retirement or retire happy. Okay, and 8% is not confident at all. So total close to almost half are not so confident, or likely because they have done minimally or they have not done much for their future retirement. So that can be very alarming. Okay. And yes, so 50% didn't start their retirement planning, and a lot of them, more than half, has forgotten this erosion monster called inflation. So guys, by doing nothing, there's also a risk, okay? Because money in the bank is good for liquidity, but not so much to beat inflation. Okay, I'll talk more about inflation. And also many of them worry their lifestyle may have to sacrifice because as they are earning active income, they can no worries on their expenses. But what if the day they stop work? Okay, do they just rely on their reserve? Have they done proper planning? Or we just want to rely on government? Okay, government say don't rely on them because government is very generous. They give us many of us a lot of packages, but with that, I believe also not really sufficient to take care of our future retirement. So plan for ourselves. We don't need to rely on our government. No need to rely on our children or other family members. No need to burden them as well. Then you can enjoy happy golden years ahead. All right. So after COVID, a lot of people have a glimpse of retirement because a lot of them can't go anywhere, but a lot of expenses also still continue to spend, but not so bad in the sense if they compare to the actual retirement. So when the actual retirement happens, there's no more income coming in. Do they have a passive income to help them to take care of their future? I always share with my clients, it's like a propeller, like airplane. Good to have two types of income. Okay, active income is the income that we still generate as we actively working. But how long can you work? 65, 70, 90, or even beyond? Okay, not everyone is like LKY can work forever or other top business owners as well. But it's good that we can have a passive income on the other hand, so that we do not have to worry. Even that the day we stop work, we still have this passive income that help us to generate more, even while we are sleeping. Wouldn't that be the best scenario? Okay. Last but not least, healthcare is definitely an issue as well. So over here, there's a joke. Everyone can pass on, cannot fall sick lah. So that's the sad thing. So do we have enough of medical plan? Do we have enough critical illness protection plan to take care of us when rubber meets the road? So that's another important concern. Okay, so I like to make financial planning very simple to understand. What do you mean by financial planning? Okay, it's very simple. The way I look at it is 3 simple scenario. Okay, first scenario is what if we survive? Okay, do we have enough to take care of our future retirement? Okay, scenario 1. Scenario 2, what if we don't survive? Okay, we hope to live until 100 years old or more, but we never know. It's a crystal ball because anything can happen. As you can see, during COVID, can be you, me, or anyone that can fall sick or even touch wood pass on. So what if the husband no longer around? What if the wife is no longer around? So one of them not around, if both are still actively working, so likely it's like a 50% pay cut. Okay, if both not around, what happened to their loved ones, to their children? So do we have a will or trust or good estate planning to take care of them? Yeah. And last but not least, the person can survive, but the person can also be not well. So example, cancer, stroke, heart attack, these are the top 3 diseases. Later I'll share a bit more. What happens if the person kena all these illnesses or fall sick? They will stop working. What happened to their future income? So that's a $1 million question. $1 million question literally, because let's say a person earning 100K for 10 years, he can generate 1 million. If he's earning 50K for 20 years, you can generate 1 million. So congratulations, most of you can be a millionaire in time to come. So the thing is, but what if you fall sick in between or anything premature happen when rubber meets the road? What happen your this future income? So the greatest assets may not be your house, may not be your car, but you yourself will be the greatest assets because you cannot afford to fall sick. Financially, you need to have a backup plan, and you cannot afford to touch wood anything happen if you don't have a backup plan because your loved ones and your dependents may depend on you. Okay, and of course, all goes well. Good to have planned ahead for your future retirement. Yes. All right. Okay, so this is the 3 scenarios that I just described. All right, okay, so how much would you like to retire? Let's say, assuming now typical retirement age is at 65. How much income do you like to have every month? So as if you're still receiving a paycheck, okay, during your retirement. Okay, come on, guys, please help me out. Type in the chat box how much you like to have every month. So if you're interested to retire happy one day. Okay, how much do you think you need the day you stop work? How much is enough for retirement? 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, or even more? All right, 6,000. Okay, thanks. Thanks for the response. Okay. Unfortunately, I can't see the names here, but yeah, but I can see your response. Okay, so 6K possible? Yes, yes. Yes, there's no hard and fast rule, no right or wrong. Anyone else? Okay, looks like we have a very shy audience here. Okay, so no worries. Okay, let me show you now. Okay, how much do you need to retire? All right. Okay. Yeah. Thanks to the guest earlier. He or she mentioned he or she needs about 6K. Yes. No hard and fast rule. Okay. Let's say assuming you need a basic 3K. Today's dollars and cents. Okay. 6K is very simple. Just times 2. Then you get the result. Okay. So if assuming the person needs 3K in future, let's say based on inflation. Inflation is all-time high now. Just last month is close to 4%. All right. Okay. But over the last 20, 30 years, average is about 2 to 3%. So I just use an average of 3%. All right. if you able to make your money work harder for you, not everything into normal bank savings account that earning less than 1%. Okay, I know that fixed D now is pretty good rates, but typically interest rate may not stay so high. Number two, a normal savings account that you save every month or so on is also typically less than 2 to 3%. Understand POSB, the normal rate is 0.05. So as good as putting money under your pillow. So if you do nothing, as mentioned, there's an inflation risk. So definitely good to keep some for your rainy days, 3 to 6 months of your expenses. Beyond that, you may like to make your money work harder for you, so that not just working hard, but also you have a passive income to take care of you. So you don't need to work hard forever, so to speak. All right. Okay, so that's a 3K per month now with inflation that 20 years down the road. Assuming most of you could be in 30s or 40s or even beyond that, I just take mid-40s as an example, average age of the audience here. All right, so fast forward 20 years down the road at 65, 3K would mean around 5K. Okay, so let's say just now the person mentioned 3K, 6K, just double up. In future will be 10K. All right. Okay, so with that, if you are able to curb inflation with something much better, you need about 1.2 million, okay, to retire happy. So let's say if you need 6K per month, you likely need 2.4 million to retire happy. Okay. Definition of financial independence means you have enough income to take care of you the day you stop work. Excuse me. And also, not only that, your home is fully paid, so that your biggest commitment is down. You don't need to worry about taking care of the mortgages anymore. At that stage, when you're retiring, I'm sure you don't have to worry about the big mortgages and finances you need to take care, right? Because your income may slow down or even come to a halt. Okay, we'll stop there. So where does the money coming from? So by doing so, you can achieve financial independence, starting to plan for your retirement. Okay, right. So 1.2 million for 3K per month. Okay, if you need more, just times 2 or even 3/4. That will get you the result. Okay, so I share with you first scenario, how much you need for retirement. Second scenario, what if the person falls sick or something happen? Okay, as you can see from the chart here, okay, well, number one in the billboard, not in a good way. Cancer is the number one cause from all the diseases. Okay, I believe not only Singapore, but in other part of the world as well, cancer. Okay, I have 2 clients, high flyer, one top banker, and the other one also a top professionals. Okay, and they are perfectly healthy. I believe they are very good in their very health conscious and go to gym, exercise very often. Unfortunately, even this category of folks can fall sick. So that tells me, let me think a lot, because it means anyone can fall sick. If you are healthy today, doesn't mean you're healthy tomorrow. So what if you really fall sick, as in not just cough and flu, normal illness, major illness like cancer, heart attack, stroke. Yeah, a client of mine has a son in 30s. Just a few months ago got heart attack. I was in shock because I never imagined healthy young man in 30 years old, always exercise, can also get heart attack all of a sudden. So this thing can happen to you, me, or anyone, is proven. Unless all of us are Superman or Wonder Woman, then we'll never fall sick. Even Superman can fall sick due to some other reason. All right. So basically, yes. On that note, is it important to protect us? Okay. If anything happened to us. All right. So you may ask, so Raymond, what are the protection plans out there? Okay, it's so complicated. We don't know which plan to buy. My insurance agent are asking me to buy this and that, but we don't exactly know what is this for. Okay, so I would like to summarize that in a simple nutshell for protection wise. Okay, is no matter how they brand it or package it, there's a main 5 type of protection plans. Okay, one is a hospital plan, which is a shield plan. Basically, you take care of the big bills when the person admitted to hospital or go through a surgery. Okay, so we all know surgery can really cause a bomb, especially in private hospital. So do we have this medical plan to take care of us? Okay, and the other plan we call life death benefit term plan, or it can be whole life plan. Okay, means if the person pass on, a guideline is, even later I'll share, MAS actually advocate good to have at least 9 years of income, or around up to 10 years, easy to remember, 9 to 10 years of our income, to take care of our liability or take care of income expenses. Okay, let's say assuming the person generating 50,000 income, or 4,000 a month, let's say 50K around up, you need about 500,000 income protection the day the person passed on. So as if your family and your dependents will still receive a paycheck for the next 10 years. Okay, if you're not around, worse still, your family is slapped with a financial burden, then the person cannot go in peace. So in that sense, good to take care of your loved one, especially your dependents, to take care of. And the other plan is called critical illness plan. Again, it can be a term plan, or it can be part of the whole life plan as a rider. Okay, so a guideline is good to have 5 years of income protection if the person falls sick. All right, okay, means 50K times 5 is 250K. So you don't need to worry, you need to go back to workforce. So I have a client that falls sick. Fortunately, she has close to about 1 million. So that can take care of her easily for the next couple of years. So she no need to worry. Wow, so stressed, must go back to workforce ASAP. But how to go back if you are physically not well, right? Yeah, so you have a backup plan, yeah, less worry. I even have a client fall ill, got cancer. But interestingly, she's a cancer survivor. After 10 years with that lump sum of money, I believe close to 1 million or more, she can even go holiday, go to New Zealand, very relaxing trip, and doing something that less stressful, example. So these things may happen to all of us, unless we can guarantee we can never fall sick. So it's good to have the protection backup plan. And disability income plan. Okay, some disability income plan is like your Elder Shield. Now they call it Care Shield. It will give you a monthly income to take care of your long-term care as you age, or maybe even due to some other accident or some illnesses that causes you not able to do your daily activities. On some plan, they can also protect you as a professional. Let's say the person is a doctor. What if he cannot work as a doctor? So at least the loss of income is not so great. So that can be part of the disability income plan. Last but not least, accident plan. If the person ever got injured, or fall down, or cannot some major accident, okay, in some case, the person may not be serious enough to be warded. So your hospital plan cannot kick in, but your accident plan will take care of you for all these outpatient costs. Okay, that will come in handy. All right, so 5 types of plan in general in terms of protection. Okay, through statistics, you may be curious to know, are everyone well protected? Since we are the greatest assets, not your house, not your car, not your favorite laptop or handbag. So unfortunately, most of them is underinsured. This is what the actual results shown based on the gap. Okay, for the whole country. All right. Say ideally, if let's say the person earning 60K to 75K a year, let's say 5 to 6K a month, for instance, the protection needs ideally, if they pass on, is 10 times. If they fall sick, let's say 300 over K, okay. But what they actually have, if they pass on, is 500,000 or less, or just 60K if they fall ill. So a major big gap there. It probably can last for the person 1 year income. But what happened to the next 3 to 4 years as you continue to stop work? All right, the bills still goes on. And worse, if the person pass on, is there enough protection to take care of the loved ones as well? Okay, so there's a big gap there, as the Straits Times has shown. Okay, so this is just fresh from our latest guideline. What are the basic financial planning guide? So rule of thumb, so I believe this is very, very simple to understand, even for laymen. Okay, this may not have to be a holy grail, but it can be a good guideline just as a rule of thumb. So, but I do agree, good to have 3 to 6 months of rainy day money that you can draw from ATM anytime in case you stop work or anything happen, but just for short-term measure. Okay, beyond that, of course, you need to grow your money lah. Okay, because of inflation, as you have seen. Good to invest. Even MAS felt good to invest or save into something better for at least 10%. If you are a good saver, you can save even 10, 20, or 30%. I have a client, very, very good, not a very spendthrift person. So can save close to about 40 to 50%. And that's not compromising the living expenses of the person. So he can only do a balancing act. So use the money, the savings, pay yourself first before you pay others. So in future, you have enough to retire, or even if you have kids for future education, you can take care of the future education costs. All right. So education, you good to save now and earn interest or generate more income, rather than when the kids grown up, you have to scramble for loan, then you have to pay the bank money. So bank is the winner, not you. Then you have to pay interest, 6%, 5% or more. All right. So that's a better way to plan ahead. And protection, as mentioned, income protection, life protection, disability protection. Good to know what is MediShield, CareShield, which I just summarized earlier, hospital plan and your long-term care disability plan. These two plans, the good news, you can use mostly from your MediSave. And yeah, for protection, let's say 15%, just a guideline, depending on your needs. If you need a bit more, then probably slightly more than 15 to 20%, based on your comfortable savings and budget, and also enough for your income protection needs. You can always try a balance. Last but not least, good to make yourself a will. We also can help clients to write a will by working with a professional estate planning company. And also for CPF, always nominate your CPF, so that CPF is a separate body that you need to nominate for your CPF balances. And appoint the right trust and executor. All right. And LPA, last but not least, when the person mentally incapacitated, who's going to take care of your finance? Okay, so that one good to do it as well. In case the person goes senile, cannot think straight mentally, yeah, your finance is still in good hands, not at the wrong hands. Worse, the money is being frozen. Okay, so that's the other important aspect. All right. Okay, when we talk about retirement, a lot felt, okay, I have CPF life. Is it good enough to retire just that alone? Okay, we'll come to that. As you can see here, okay, there are three types of CPF plan. That's mean basic plan, basic retirement, full retirement, or enhanced retirement. So CPF ideally would require a person to have full retirement. Okay, this amount is not cast in stone. Currently is 198.8K. Okay, if you have full retirement scheme. Every year they go up by close to around 4-5K lah. Okay, so next year I can imagine could be a 203, another 208 in 10 years, 2 years down the road. So they'll increase gradually. All right, so with that, currently you probably will get close to, depending which scheme you select. Okay, most people, they have no dependents, or they felt when they retire, they just need to take care of themselves. They'll go for standard plan. Okay, no right and wrong answer, depending on your needs. Okay, let's say 1.5K. Basic plan, if something happened to them, they themselves receive a retirement income, probably $100 lesser, but anything happen, more will give to the family. Okay. Escalating plan, this one less popular because it probably starts slow. Okay, it's probably, let's say, instead of 1,500, you maybe start with $1,000 or 1,200. Gradually increase, maybe 10 years down the road or so, you achieve the same amount as standard plan. Then after that, you'll be higher than the standard plan. But most people through survey, they like to enjoy retirement a bit more first lah, while they still can be mobile, they can go around, see the world, okay, can do more things. So maybe I'll put that like put in such a way from 65 to 75 or close to 80 is like go year. Still can travel, move around, and enjoy your retirement a bit more. 80 to 85 or late 80s is probably a slow go year lah. Likely you may not want to go to Asia, Europe, or further. Maybe just at a staycation at Sentosa will make you happy because you don't have to move around a lot. Beyond 90, likely you'll be stay home lah, or occasionally not going very far. is a no-go year, as we don't have to move very far away. So we can plan in such a manner, unless you prefer straight throughout, a consistent stream of income throughout until the last day. That's another way, no hard and fast rule. Okay, but not all CPF understand have a full retirement. So it could have be less, the balance could be lesser than that, which is your OA plus SA. They'll lock it into the account called retirement account. Okay, so let's say below that, no problem, 99K is the basic. Then you get maybe 800 plus per month. If you're slightly more, they'll lock in whatever amount and calculate accordingly. All right. For those that have a lot of CPF, okay, they don't mind anyway. CPF balance is huge. They don't mind setting aside. They can maximize to enhance retirement sum. Okay, this is optional. So current year is 298,000. Okay, you probably get about 2,000 to 2,001 a month. Okay. The thing is, once you lock in, it's not reversible lah. So that is if you don't mind locking in, because your CPF is actually very liquid after you have achieved the full retirement. Whatever balance is still give you interest lah, 2.5 at OA or 4% from SA. Okay, so you can just withdraw anytime, like ATM after 55, whatever excess. So not all may like this enhanced retirement sum unless they don't mind, as mentioned, to set aside lah, if their balance is quite high. All right. Okay. So why we are looking at all this, maximizing our retirement income, even the professor from NUS felt on the newspaper article, is it enough to base on that 1,000 plus per month to 2K plus on CPF Life alone? Think again. So the answer is no lah, because it's definitely not sufficient for both. 1,000 plus today may not mean 1,000 plus fast forward 10, 20 years down the road when you retire. The money will get smaller and smaller. Just like a plate of chicken rice, now, okay, $2.50 per plate, okay, close to $4, okay, depending on go food court, hawker center, and so on. Let's say average of $4 or even more at times. Compared to 1990s, all right, 30 years ago, just $1 per plate. You can eat 10 plates of chicken rice. Can you imagine? You can feed the whole family for even 2 meals, 2 to 3 meals. Compared to now, $10, maybe just 4 plates, okay, 3 to 4 plates. So the money of value has shrunk, but are we making our money work harder to overcome this inflation, which is all-time high currently at 4%, okay, at this snapshot, all right? And grocery, likewise, the price has been going up. As you can see, tray of eggs can be from 4 something, now grown to 50% more, 6 something. Okay, so if you do nothing, money will get smaller and smaller, indirectly or directly. Okay, a cup of coffee, same thing. Now can be 180, not even talking about Starbucks or other more atas cafe. Normal coffee shop, let's say 180 or 150 to 160. Compared to 50 years ago, only 25 cents. Can you imagine? Same cup of coffee is grown by, wow, almost 8 times. Okay. Unfortunately, our other assets, if we don't do anything, or cash in bank doesn't grow that way. Okay, so that's why it's useful and it's wise to grow our wealth as well, besides protecting our wealth. Okay. So inflation can really eat into our savings, as you can see here. Based on inflation, if I use 3%, your $1 today, $20 later will become 55 cents, half the value. If inflation grown to 4%, it will become less than half, 50 cents. So money will get smaller, due to inflation effect that will affect our lifestyle, our living costs. Okay, and so you may ask, how do we allocate our assets then? So I like to, the way I look at it, I like to compare to a football game. Okay, so in football, you have strikers, which in terms of financial, they are the area to grow your money, instrument that helping you to grow your money. Defenders or goalkeeper, their money which is liquid but doesn't grow that much. Okay, yes, you can put it somewhere in between, called midfielders. So those are the money can be low risk but give you a steady income. So you can diversify, can a mixture of both, what we call asset allocation. All right, so liquid money will be bank account, fixed deposit, more for short term. Interest rate will not last this high forever, but for liquidity, yes, for 3 months, 6 months. But beyond that, is no need to put all eggs into one basket. Client get diversified, some into normal savings, fixed D, maybe T-bills, more for short term, or SGS bond. But beyond that, if they want to do well, to have a stream of income, even interest rate drop, they know there's a stream of income through better retirement planning. Or if they want more, potentially higher, double our inflation rate of return, it could be investment into some equity funds, some bond funds, or mixture of both. All right. Okay. So this is a simple formula. How long do you take to grow your money? Okay, assuming I got 10,000 today. Okay, just very simple. This formula is invented by the genius Einstein. Okay, so it won't go wrong. Okay, how long to double the money? Okay, with 10,000 today. All right. Just if the rate of return is 2%, say normal savings or fixed D average about 2%, it will take you 36 years from 10,000 to grown to 20,000. Okay. What if the return is 1% or even less in normal savings account? It will take you 72 years. So not all of us can live until 100 over years old to enjoy the fruits of the labor. So definitely makes sense to make some money to work harder. All right. So what are the strategy when we want to make our money work harder so that we can enjoy our retirement? Okay. One way is called DCA, dollar cost averaging. Okay. It simply means just by putting in every month a regular amount or every quarter, X dollar per month. Okay, you do not have to affect by the emotion. Okay, no need to affect by the war, what's happening in the world and all the news. How does it impact your investment? Because by doing so, just simply have to put in a very disciplined manner, X dollar per month or per quarter regularly. Okay, what's the advantage of doing so? Okay, you can, as you can see here, okay, let's say the person invests in fund A. Okay, in the perfect world, price $100 grow all the way straight line to 110 to 124. Okay, 12 months down the road. Okay, but we all know in real world, investment doesn't work that way. I never seen an investment that straight line all the way and never drop a cent. Okay, but this is just an example. Okay, so by doing so, he or she put $1,000 every month. 1 year later, he can gain, let's say the price go up, gain about 1,004, okay, 12 to 13.4K. On the other hand, let's say this is more realistic, the price go up, maybe come down a bit, and then go up again back to 100, okay, probably like a U-shape kind of thing, which is more common depending what's our investment. By doing so, the person actually earn more profit. 12K has grown to 15.3K, 3,003. Why? Because price go up, fantastic. Price come down, no worries at that snapshot, because it's like your Shopee sales, your Lazada sales, you are investing at a lower price. So investing at 69 cents instead of $100. So using this strategy for a regular savings or investment, it works well. Okay. If you don't believe me, you can have a look here. Let's say based on this, okay, that's assuming average rate of return, let's say 6 to 7%. Let's say Mr. A put in 1,000 a month, can be less, can be more, just an example. Okay, over 25 years, rate of return 7% will give him 812,000. All right, compared to bank deposit, okay, we talk about normal savings account, post bank or normal savings account, less than 0.3 even. Okay, over 25 years can generate about 300K, 309. So a difference of $500,000 just by putting from bank A to bank B. Okay, bank B is a better, not necessarily bank, but a better portfolio. Okay, that can make our money work harder. Right. Let's say a lump sum. Okay, some may have a lump sum today. Let's say 100K sitting in the bank, not doing much. If putting a bank, let's say getting average interest of 2%. Okay, let's say average for next 5 to 10 years. Or even 20 years, 25 years, 2% compared to investment giving 5 to 6%. Okay, potentially you can generate about double 265K profit, 400 over 1,000 compared to 100 over 64K putting in the bank. So that's the difference. Okay, for some you say, hey Raymond, I'm quite low risk. I don't want investment using a lump sum. Yes, you can. work your money, work harder by not necessarily taking risks, or you can take calculated risks through dollar cost averaging every month or regular investment. If it's lump sum, you can do by tranches. If not, you can go by a retirement savings plan that give you close to 4%. Also decent, I would say. Okay, long term, it still work out better than normal savings account. And you do not have to worry every month where does the money come from, right? You got paycheck, a stream of income. So it's not just about your asset, but how long can your passive income last as well. So that also helps to beat inflation. All right. Okay, so you can do a combination of both, some regular savings and some can be lump sum. That effect can even be, let's say, using 24 years as an example. Let's say putting in bank 1%, you gain about 450K. Okay, let's say you use 2.5%. Okay, average of 60, it may come down and go up. You get $500,000 compared to a person just putting in through investment, generating, let's say 6%, can earn 1 million. So money has been doubled up over mid to long term. So you can stay invested for mid to long term. That will even be better. Why? It's because the risk of losing will be definitely lesser as well. Not to say short term, not to say you can't gain, but the risk will reduce. As you can see here, you can stay invested for 10 years, risk of losing will drop to 4%. Just like what the investment guru Warren Buffett said. He just put his money into good stock, good investment, and he just close one eye or even close two eyes. Let it grow. There's no point monitoring day in, day out, because there's always be news, good news, bad news. But into quality investment, that's the strategy. 1 year will definitely be more volatile, 27% of losing, okay, compared to 10 years or more, or even 5 years or more, okay? So not about timing the market, but rather it's about time in the market. So as you can see, so many events, so many incident happens, like Black Monday, like the dot-com burst, like the subprime, or even latest Ukraine or Israel war, Israel-Palestine. But you can see the graph here. It may not be exactly a straight line, but the global stock index is on the upward trend. So you can stay invested in a good quality investment. That's the way to go. That's how you can overcome inflation, or you can even use retirement plan as a complement to grow your wealth. Okay, so it's all about asset allocation. Okay, and investment can be portfolio rebalancing. Okay, so what I mean by that, when we come to investment strategy, okay, so it depending on what's your risk appetite, can be conservative, moderate, aggressive, and more aggressive. So you can place in such a manner. If you are a bit more aggressive, can be 100% equities. It work well for the monthly dollar cost averaging for 100% equity, or you can be 80-20, 80% equity, 20% bond. Or yes, more conservative, slightly above moderate, can be 50-50 or 60-40. Okay, bonds typically will give you a rate of return. Okay, that it may not be as high as equity, but the bonds is slightly less volatile. So for lump sum, it can be part of the asset allocation. Equity typically can grow much more, like 5, 6, 7, 8, for example, or depending on what's the investment market. Okay, so you can strike a balance between both. Okay, so talking about rebalancing of your investment. So we take pride in IPP, my firm. Basically, we have investment troop, investment team that do all the homework for our investors. So you do take away the hustle because you are good in what you are doing. Maybe not in investment. You do not want, you may be good, but you may not want to spend your day in, day out just in investment, right? So probably focusing what you are good at, then leave the professional to manage the investment for you for mid to long term. And not only that, quarterly, we have a system that can help the investor to rebalance, meaning if market go up, a bit more equities allocated, market come down, can be a bit more bonds to be a bit more defensive. And the rebalancing also adjusted according to your risk profile. Okay, so basically how to grow your passive income even during good and bad times, so that you can retire comfortably and retire happy. Option 1 is can be investment portfolio. Okay, so into good curated fund investment. Example, We do have some curated investment that investing into big boys like Microsoft, Amazon, Elon Musk, Tesla, Warren Buffett, Berkshire, and so on, good companies, all right? And diversified, not putting all eggs into one country. So US may be a big boys, Asia, especially China, can have potential growth, but in case of volatility, you can put a diversification and some into Europe as well, all right? So you diversify into 3 funds or even more, and this is not hard and fast in the sense. So basically, it can be adjusted through rebalancing. Okay, just example of one quality funds, one of our champion funds. Last 10 over years, close to I would say fund manager did a very good job, double digit, around 15%. Of course, to me, anything for long term 6% above, I would say is pretty good. Take it as an extra bonus. All right. And compared to global stock index, MSCI grew about 8%. The red color fund still outbid. So this can be one of the allocation of the investment. Okay, we do have some curated investment that can give bonuses as well. Just like company reward staff bonuses, this can also reward your investment with extra bonuses. No need to, you can self-reward with that as a kickstart. Okay, for some, they felt, okay, I'm more the low risk type, Raymond. Is there any other areas? So it can be a combination of both. No need to be A or B, or can be just a low risk lifetime retirement income plan. This can be a lump sum or can be a regular savings, all right? So let's say 100K, it can probably generate close to 3.5 to 4% payout every month. We know there's a fixed income coming in, all right? Even as fast as 2 to 3 years down the road. Or if you need, you don't mind a bit longer, when you retire, 50 to 60s, you can plan in such a manner from that point in time to give your income as well, okay, to grow a little bit more, all right? So basically 100K, if you just an example of one of the plans, we have many good plans, you will receive income, let's say close to 4K, 3,000 every year, okay? By putting, let's say savings 100K, you get close to about 170,000, 20 years down the road. If you want to continue to stay to receive the income, can do so. So you receive close to about 300K, okay? If not withdrawing any money, you can get a little bit more. So more than double over mid to long term. Okay, so this can be a low risk type of passive income, retirement income plan. All right. Okay, so I'm coming to an end of the session. All right. So just to recap, what are the key factors to retire happy? What are the strategy? Okay, number one, to ensure you have regular paycheck the day you semi-retire or retire. Okay, one strategy is through investment. You do not need a huge lump sum of money to start with. To begin with, you can start with X dollar per month, even $10 per day, example, depending what's our investment, to take advantage of dollar cost averaging. If you want more, of course, you can save and invest a bit more. Take advantage of Rule of 72. Not everything must put under the pillow or normal bank savings account, because that cannot defeat inflation risk. And what's your risk profile? How long can you stay invested? That's another question you can ask yourself. And how much paycheck you like to have, either through a guaranteed paycheck or investment portfolio, or can be a combination of both. Okay, if you forget about everything that I just said for the last 60 minutes, just remember 2 things. When we come into wealth planning, very importantly, take care of your income, take care of your wealth. If any premature event happens, when rubber meets the road, do you have enough income protection, hospital plan to take care of you and your loved ones for the next 5 years, 10 years, or even more? Retirement, do you have enough wealth to take care of you that will never run dry, okay, for your future retirement? Wouldn't it be enjoyable if you know your car petrol is always full tank and you do not worry halfway no more petrol, you have to stop halfway? So what happen next for the next 10 to 20 years for your retirement? So plan early, plan ahead. It's never too late to plan, okay? You may ask, okay, how can Raymond help you to rise to financial independence? Okay, I like the abbreviation of RISE. Okay, what it simply means, how I help all my clients, value clients, is to retire comfortably. What are the areas they can look at? Passive income and investment to help them grow their money, build their wealth for their retirement, for their kids' education, or buying second home or other areas. Secure protection, protect you, go without saying, very importantly, okay? And last but not least, estate planning, to leave behind a legacy for your loved ones. If anything happen, or in future, when we die at old age or pass on, 100% certainty is only two things, as the saying goes, taxes and also death. So, or even if we fall sick, we are well taken care if we have proper backup plan. All right. Okay, so I'll just leave this screenshot if you like to take 1 minute to screenshot this. Okay, this is my contact. Okay, you can take down the take a picture. Leave it here for 30 seconds. This is my website and all my social media platform. You can contact me or my team. So on approval basis, because now I'm on a mission to help many, especially your SNEC staff, and I'm very honored and very happy to assist you as well. No obligation. There's no selling or anything, as you can see on my testimony. I'm a professional advisor, a chartered accountant. So I'm not so much a salesman, but rather I'm happy to see that's something that close to my heart, how to help you to do even better. You may be doing very well. Maybe some area there's some blind spot for you. You like an independent party to assist you, and or you are maybe not as not there yet, but you need some assistance to guide you, just like GPS. Happy to do so. All right, or friends and family, you felt that I can help them, and if my time permits, happy to do so. Okay, so as promised, good news. All right, for those that stay throughout, okay, okay, I have this ebook that worth close to $30 to $40 or even more. Basically, a very simple ebook about how to retire happy, very relevant to today's topic. Okay, so okay, so that's if you can. So I even give additional benefit. Another one freebie, which is a free consultation. If you catch up with me over Zoom, maybe a short Zoom session, 10-15 minutes, unless you got more questions, or you can meet me over at my office or coffee at a cafe, mutually convenient time and place. I will send you the link for the free ebook access. Okay, so end of the day, you get free complimentary consultation. Number 2, you get a free ebook. Okay, it's a win-win for yourself.